We help contractors by the hundreds with all of the administrative burdens that surround handling their construction projects. That means helping them with Xactimate estimating, working with them on all the administration of their supplements, and doing the administrative services back office work that enables them to focus on selling, building, and billing.
We see contractors just starting off, maybe they're struggling with the fundamentals of running a construction business. They partner up with us, their process is now defined, they're able to grow their profit margins and actually scale because they're not held back with the burden of dealing with the supplementing process. I feel proud of what we've been able to do in this industry.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I, as a contractor, appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
Happy Friday, everyone. Lead meteorologist John Choquet here for our daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and our supplement and balance claims. You can check them out in the description below. If you're watching us here on Facebook, go click on their page and go give them a like. And we got a bunch to talk about today. We have a chance for some hail across the Northeast, kind of your sporadic hail risk like you typically see across New England and parts of the mid-Atlantic states. And we also have a chance in the Pacific Northwest and in parts of the Mountain West. Could see some hail today. Tomorrow, we could see the potential for some hail to return to Colorado Front Range and also onto Sunday as well. We are ending that a pattern that looks like we'll see just marginal chances for some hail across the Colorado region pushing forward here. And our 10-year anniversary special series continues tonight at 6:45 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be Derek's longtime, lifelong friend. If you watched the video yesterday, you probably had a better description of Jared than I have. Jared Conradi. He was I think the last person Derek was technically employed by before he started Hail Trace. So you can check that out again today. It's going to go live on all the platforms you normally watch us on. So here on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, whatever it may be, at 6:45 p.m. Central Time. So check that out, whether live or even after the fact as well. Here's your hail forecast for today. We're going to have two areas we're looking at here. First one is going to be across the sections of the Northeast. Charlotte all the way up into Canada. You got Montreal in there. You got Toronto, Buffalo, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C., Charlotte, Raleigh, all that, up towards Albany, even parts of Springfield, Massachusetts, right about as far east as you're going to get here. Upwards, $1 to $1/2 size hail. It's a very large area at risk, but also have no significant, particularly significant areas highlighted. Again, sporadic hail. So there's going to be a bunch of different storms that form here today. However, it really looks like it's going to be much more in the way of this storm may drop some quarters, the next 15 won't, and then over here it'll drop some quarters. So a wide area with only a couple hailstorms possible. And then we have another area here, a weird little ridge essentially of hail possible, all the way from Medford, Oregon to as far east as Gillette, Wyoming, places like Billings and Bozeman, Helena, Butte, and Bend, Oregon, all at risk here from, again, $1/4 to $1/2 size hail. Neither of these risks are particularly intense here for your Friday, and also kind of unusual for the date that is. It's May 29th, and we are seeing risks that are more akin to July. It's kind of a strange pattern. We have been, every week it feels like the weather has decided to send us to a different month and kind of roll with that. So it's been a very interesting couple weeks here. So looking at that future radar, seeing those storms, again, a lot of activity across the Northeast. However, most of this isn't going to be making that much hail. Again, just occasional sporadic storms dropping some marginally severe hail. And yeah, I need the Northeast to get some. It'd be great if the Northeast got like a really big storm today. It's always possible. It's always possible you get one storm to go rogue, but for the most part, this isn't looking like that particular setup. And we also have here in the Pacific Northwest a couple storms. This model happens to have primarily the storms focused in Montana. Nothing too crazy for today. I think tomorrow's a little bit better of a setup with this risk here extending from parts of Washington and Oregon, of all places, and extending down through parts of Montana, Wyoming, and yes, down by Denver. So it looks like we could see some storms across Colorado Front Range, over into parts of Wyoming, and then into Montana. This could have a better chance for some hail, probably upwards of, maybe we could end up having to add an orange swath in here if things trend up a little bit across sections of Colorado. And looking at that future radar starting in the Pacific Northwest, possibly some could have some golf to golf balls across Oregon and Washington. Kind of an unusual looking little setup here for your Saturday. Could actually be some pretty intense supercells here across the states that typically don't see hail too often, and extending further to the south, could see storms fire up along the Front Range as well, which I know a lot of folks in Colorado really hoping we can see those storms kind of start back up here. It's been a real slow start to the season for Colorado, as again our overall pattern has hit some weird snags this year. I think by the time we're done with June, we might end up having to do a recap of the season, kind of see what ended up happening, because I'm noticing some interesting patterns already. And with that, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Not too crazy of a video today to end our work week. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all at Hail Trace. Hit see first. You don't miss any of our Facebook posts. And check out our 10-year anniversary series tonight. And then next week, we're going to have 3 of them. The last 3, we're going to have Heather. You guys have seen Heather on the videos here before. And then Leah, which is Derek's wife. And of course, we're going to end it all with Derek as well next week. So check all that out. Super exciting stuff here, guys. And give us a call at 855-334-4245. Any comments, questions, or concerns you may have. Info@hailtrace.com for, if you don't like talking on the phone, of course, go on hailtrace.com for more details as well. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great rest of your Friday and have a great weekend. If we don't see you, hopefully, we'll be back here with some videos, whether it's live coverage or just a forecast video. Yeah, do those hail dances in Colorado. We want to see that activity really pick up in Denver as well. So have a great weekend. If I don't see you guys, if not, I'll see you at the next video.